All right, good morning, everybody. It's May 2nd of 2024, and we had some interesting news the other day when Powell came out and spoke. And one of the things that we talked about in the Discord server was how volatile the market can get with any kind of news. And boy, did they pump this thing and then sell it off at the end. And so we were ready for that, but we were also ready for this gap up that they're attempting to do as well. And when you go and look at what we have here as far as the longs here, you can see how they push this market down, and then this morning they're trying to gap up all these positions right here. So once you learn how to play this and be aware of what's going on, you can really reduce the amount of exposure that you have. But going back to the charts here, we're in a new month. New month means that you kind of need to be patient, or you just need to find the right setups. And one of the setups that we looked at going into the month was this beautiful XLE setup, where we had the 2-2 setup on the month with the shooter, and then we got this follow through on the daily here, and then on the week we triggered as well. So look at how this just plays out. Shooter, week, and then day. And we ended up taking profit right along the way right here, because this was the next person or the player to take out right here, this 92.17. So we took money there. Whether or not we're strong enough to get down here to this 90.40, we're not sure yet. But what you are looking for is this run, rest, run motion. And so here you had this run on the daily, you had the rest, and now you have this run again. So the question is do you continue to run down here to this 90.43, or do we rest up here and then shoot back down? And when we have a setup like this for the month, as long as price continues to do what we want it to do, we will stay in this position, and we'll just wait patiently for this to TTO all along the way. And every time it TTOs and sets up on the daily, we'll take a short position. So that's one example. Let's go through a few more of these. Energy sold off like you wouldn't believe. Um, Airlines. Airlines is another one that's setting up. You can see here that we have a potential 2-2 reversal on the month. It triggered on the week, and we got in on this right around that 43 area. Or let's see, this 43 area right here. And we were able to take this all the way down here to 42.18. I got into this trade twice. That's how good it was. And the reason we were able to do that is because when the Fed came out, they pumped the market back up, and then they dumped it. So we'll see how if this sets up again. Other than that, going down some of the other big names here, you can see Amazon. This would have to go green for me to get excited. So this would be, it would have to take out 180.82, and it looks like we're doing that right now. We are gapping up right here. So Amazon might be on my list, and just keep in mind that this could be a 3-2, and it would have to take out 189.77 to do that. Bank of America financials, still inside month. Possible 2-2 reversal here. Did we hit it? 36.87, 36. Yes. So we did trigger 2-2-2 reversal on the week. So we'll wait for this possibly to come back up a little bit and fail. ConAgra triggered 2-2 rev on the week. Still inside month. This is what I'm getting at. So on the daily here, you see how we've had this run for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. We actually want this to come up here and rest and wait for price to reverse like it did right here. Beautiful, right? Come up, fail. Come up, fail. So now we want this to come up, possibly retest here, and then fail. That's what I'm looking for. Caterpillar, 2-2, or I'm sorry, 2-3. Did this go in force? It did not go in force yet. Came pretty dang close. So we'll be watching Caterpillar here. Set an alert. Cynics was a gorgeous trade. Got into this one yesterday, even though it's inside month. You can see how we triggered this 212 down, and I got in right here at this 1679 as it was breaking the weekly support, and we knocked out all these players right here. And for me, that's good enough. Took the money, and I'll wait for this to set back up and then come back down. Costco is just going sideways. CPG threw a 3 bar here for the week, and we can see how it played out on the daily as well. We'll see if we get anything from that. The one to watch today is eBay. eBay is going to possibly trigger this 49.41 for the 212 down. This needs to hit 49.41, so create an alert. And for those of you who hang out with me, you've heard this alert. This is my alert. That's one of them. Got to have a little fun. EGO, beautiful, beautiful setup again. 2-2, possible reversal here for the month. So set an alert for 1408. If and when that hits, I will be all over that. Same with FedEx. We've got an inside month and possibly down. We'll see if they do anything with that. HMY 2-2 reversal. HPE went into force with the 2-1-2 down, and we ended up grabbing this trade and traded it back down to here. We'll see if we can get back down to here because this is the range that we need to hit. Kroger, beautiful setup in force, 2-2 reversal. So all the defensive names now are kind of selling off a little bit. So it really makes me wonder what's going to happen with this market. Micron is another beautiful setup going into the month, 2-2 reversal. And I already have an alert set for this, but you can jump this. You can front run this when you get this kind of action right here. This is inside and up. You would have gone up, but then you would have been stopped out here. And then the moment we took out this price of 112.93 the next day, this is when you're going to take, I always take like a quarter position here when the daily triggers, because what you want this daily to trigger the weekly, and then the weekly to trigger the month. It's like dominoes. NVIDIA, you can see that they didn't want this thing yesterday. They did the 2-2 rev and dumped this. We'll see if they come back down here to this 789 area or possibly fill this gap before earnings. A beautiful setup. Tried to go higher on the week and it's failing, so the only thing that it can do is go 2 back up or possible 3. Great one to trade. One of the people that I hang out with in the Discord, she absolutely crushed this thing.